Hi guys, hope you all are doing fine. So today we'll see what is, OOPS in Java. So to learn OOPS, I have created a separate project that is OOPS concept. And in that project, there is a source folder. In that source folder, we'll create a package. Okay. So let me create a package saying OOPS demos. Okay. OOPS demo is the package. In this OOPS demo, let me create a class first. Let me give the class name as a notes. Here we will make all our notes, what is we are going to learn. So first thing we are going to learn is like what are the pillars of OOPS concept in the Java. So there are four pillars of OOPS in Java. What are the four pillars? In inheritance. Okay. Second is polymorphism. Third is abstraction. And fourth is encapsulation. So these are the four pillars, guys, you know, that are there in the OOPS concept in the Java. Okay. Okay. Disable spelling checking, ignore polymorphism. Disable. Okay. So yeah, this is these are the four pillars, guys. Now we'll see today in our video inheritance. So and all the other topics we'll see in next and next videos. So let us take a inheritance concept. So what is inheritance? First of all, so inheritance is nothing but it's a object oriented programming concept. Okay, let me write the definition for this. So it's a object oriented concept. In this, a child class uses the common property of a parent class, that is superclass. Okay, parent class is also called as superclass in inheritance. Now let's see how you can like what are the advantage of advantage of using inheritance properties. So we'll learn what are the advantage. So advantage is by using inheritance the information become more manageable and in hierarchical form. Okay. So and how to achieve this. So let us learn that also, that how to achieve the inheritance. So in other words, we can say that inheritance is a relationship between superclass and subclass. you know Superclass and subclass. And inheritance can be achieved by using a keyword that is extend keyword. So inheritance relationship is created by using keyword extend. Now this was all a theoretical part. Let's see that how it is done in the programming. So for that, let me create a class. Okay. So first we'll create a class. Let's suppose today we'll talk about the car. So I'll talk about like Honda car, which I'm having right now. So Honda car, you know now what does the Honda car has? So Honda car I can you know drive, right? I can drive the car. Now I'll just say anyone can drive. Anyone can drive. It drives, right? Now what does the another feature it has? So it has change gear. So you can change gear. Now okay, what else it has? So it is a petrol version. So I'll say public void you know fuel type petrol. So now I'll say here that it's a petrol model. Okay, here I'll say anyone can change gear. Okay, like that I can make numerous method. I will also say that public void has sunroof, right? sunroof. Okay, so I'll say it has a sunroof in it. It has a sunroof. Sunroof. Now let me create another, you know, vehicle which my friend has. So my friend has Wagoner, right? Wagoner. Now let me finish this. So do you feel that even Wagoner you can drive, in that you can change gear, right? So these two methods are like, common. So we'll just, instead of writing again, we'll just copy paste. Now, does it has fuel type? Yeah, it can or it cannot. It can be like CNG type also. So we'll not take this method, and we'll create some other method. So we'll say, yeah, we'll just copy paste and we'll say this is a CNG method. You know, so fuel type here we'll say CN CNG method, right? So it's a CNG model. We'll say it's a CNG model. Now let me again create another car method. So this time I'll create, Tata, Tata, you know, a vehicle of Tata. So let me finish the class. Now, do you agree that even Tata will have these two methods common, right? That drive and change gear, right? So, you know, we'll copy paste these methods. Now, what we'll have? So, this can be also a type of diesel type, right? So, let me create another method for this. That this is a diesel type, right? Diesel type. So, it's a diesel model. We'll mention here. So look guys, can you see what is happening? Like common property is getting repeated and repeated every time. If tomorrow you go and create another class, again like anyone can drive, anyone can change gear. These things will be, common, and other features, like there are some like Kia model. So if you go for Kia, there also you can drive, there also you can change gear. So for that, so to manage all this common property, we can create a common class, so we'll create a class saying car, we'll generalize it, and we'll finish the car. Now in car, can we say that, drive and change gear are the common method? Can we store that in this? So why not, we can store. So now, uh, you can see like every class is having this. So instead of this, what we can do, we can delete all these methods, you know we can delete all these methods from these, you know class cars, and then we can just say extends car. We'll just say this, extends car. Now we'll also say here also extends car, and Honda also extends car. So what is the, point of writing this? So once you write this, that it extends car, so what happens, like the car becomes a parent class, and these all the whoever is extending, they will become their child class. you know that is only the concept of inheritance. Once you understand this, inheritance is done. Now okay, I extended this. Now what's the benefit? Okay, I just wrote extend. So now benefit is, whichever common method it has. So what is the common method? So to know the common method, just create a object of this class. So let's suppose Honda H equals to new Honda. Okay, and I'll say, now I want to, use that common property of the Honda. So I can just say H dot drive, right? Let me see if it's not saved, that's why it's not giving you. Now I'll say H dot. Okay, okay. Look, I'm just doing something wrong. So what is the wrong, guys? Without main method, I'm trying to call this object. So you cannot call. Let me create a main method. So my main method is created. Now here I'll create my, object. So now Honda H equals to new Honda, and now just try to call dry method. So H dot change gear. So look, change gear is not there in this class at all, but still I am able to call change gear just because I have extended to the parent. Now if I try to run my program, okay, so what is happening? Anyone can change gear, you know. So same like that, if you want to access that common feature, just create a, you know, object of this class. So wagoner w equals to new wagoner, and now w dot change gear. Here also you can say change gear. So look, here also it's printing. Now let's suppose in the Tata class, let's suppose Tata says, okay, you can change gear here, but there is a catch. You know, you can change gear in reverse direction from these, from other cars. Okay, so what to do? Just copy this method. Just go here, copy here, and change the implementation here. So implementation will be here. Tata has its own rule of changing the gear, I'll say. Okay, now just run the program. Okay, now let me call the this method and see what is happening. Main method I made. Now make a object of the Tata. So Tata T equals to new Tata. Okay, now try to access Tata change gear method. So if I try to access Tata change gear method, T dot change gear. So now try to run. Okay, Tata has its own rule of changing the gear. So now you'll say that, okay, just now you said that, okay, that you know, with extend you can, you know, extend the common property of the, you know, that class, and now here it is taking this. So guys, this is one more thing that you need to keep in mind, that in inheritance, if you have declare the same method with different implementation, you know, same method name with the different implementation, then that method will get picked first. So what is the logic for inheritance? So whenever, you know, inheritance happens, whenever the program call gets start, so what happens, this T, okay, this object first goes into your class and it searches for this method. If this method is present in your class, then it will show your class method. Otherwise the control will go to next class, that is the class which you have extended. So let me show you how it is true. Just comment it out. Okay, and now try to run the program. See what is happening. Anyone can change the gear. So it is, the control is going into this. Okay, so this is one more feature of the Java. Now there is one more thing we need to check. What is that? The thing is, now, okay, if there is a same method which is present in parent class and which is present in child class, so that concept is called as method overriding. So look here, a green symbol which indicates that this overrides, the method is override, you know. Many places you can also see people will, you know, write something like that, override, you know, override. So create annotation override. One second. Okay, I have just given the wrong spelling. Override. Create annotation override. Change override. Okay, so yeah. So look guys, this is override. So this is a kind of annotation. This is just for, you know, to tell, to make it easy to read, you know, that this method has been overridden. You know, this method was surely in, you know, parent class and it is getting overridden in the child class. So this is also a concept of, you know, inheritance. So this is all about inheritance guys. Practice, and if you feel any doubt, please tell me back. Thanks for watching guys.